How's it going, everybody? Today I am at the Dragons Lair Gym in Las Vegas, my home away from home, and I am going to be training push. I am currently on my second cutting mesocycle of my contest prep. Not really sure when I'm going to be doing a show. I know I'm going to do about 3 cutting mesocycles, and then we're going to kind of reassess where I'm at. Either it's going to be an active rest and then maybe some massing before the new year, or I will jump right into a contest prep during the holiday season. We will see. As I was going kind of aggressive at the beginning here, and I feel just fine. Hunger isn't too crazy, fatigue isn't crazy high. So if things go well, then maybe I'll jump into something like nationals in Texas in November. So this is currently my week 1, so I'm going to be doing a 3 RIR. Volumes are going to be kind of low because I'm going to be training at my minimum effective volume. So basically just the amount of sets it takes to kind of get a pump, a little bit of disruption in the muscle as well. So let's get into it. All right, first exercise is a machine fly. Normally I want the positioning height to be about mid-chest, so I don't want to have my hands down here, my hands up here. Positioned in a way in which I get a good stretch. Shoulder blades together and down. And one thing that I used to not do is kind of keep the elbows up. Don't let them drop, and don't let it bring them up too much. Drinking whey casein, as you've seen in my other video, the back day. So no food before I train, usually just a whey casein shake. This is not hungry in the morning, and this is more than sufficient to maximize muscle protein synthesis. Also allows me to have more calories post-workout and later in the day when I tend to be more hungry. Training fasted, I do not recommend. I want to at least have 0.3 grams per pound or 0.15 grams per pound of protein and about like 15 grams of carbs. I have a client competing right now, so I'm just making sure he's good. If you'll notice, I'm lifting my chest as I come down on the eccentric, and then I'm trying to push my chest towards the wall in front of me on the concentric. Really just keeping these shoulder blades retracted and depressed the whole way. You can let them come out of retraction, but I like to keep them locked. I find it easier to execute. Nice, because I actually finally have a pump. I took the first mesocycle off of higher dose PEDs, so I was just at maintenance dosages, and man, I barely got any pumps at all, and it's sometimes tough psychologically, but obviously I have to remember that I'm doing it for health purposes, and I feel great now. I feel really good. I'm starting to get a good pump, which is nice to finally feel alive again, feel full, put growth hormone back in, primobolan and some testosterone as well. Just enough to keep the muscle around. So this is the machine that I used actually in the video with RP that I did last time I was out here with Jorge. It's a good machine, actually. I like it. Converging, some people like it, some people don't. Same principles apply here. Shoulder blades together and down, big chest. And the shoulder blades together and down is, one, it's a very safe position for the shoulders, despite what some influencers might say. It also does pre-stretch the chest, which I have mentioned in content before. Imagine doing a press with a flat back. Gotta come here, right? If you retract and depress your shoulder blades, right here, you're getting a way bigger stretch, which we know stretch under load causes more muscle growth. 10 to 15 reps here, 3 count eccentric, feel it out a little bit. Come on. I need to go a little lighter. When doing my first week, I usually aim for the bottom middle of the rep range so that I can either progress in load or reps. And I find that when I'm estimating RIRs, if I'm a little bit on the lower end of the rep range, my estimations tend to be a little more accurate. So as we add load or reps as the weeks go on, I know that the progressions will be on top of an accurate estimation, which will likely lead me closer to my target RIR in later weeks. As we add load or reps, it lowers the RIR and will push me closer to failure, with the last week being a 0 RIR. And if my estimation is relatively accurate in the first week, it makes it very straightforward when I'm doing later weeks, because I just go off of the progressions that Trevor programs for me, add 5 pounds, add a rep, and it's usually pretty close, if not on point, with my RIR. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out if I do a good job in that first week of doing my best estimation. That being said, it is still auto-regulatory. Sometimes I do get a little bit of a strength boost due to neural adaptation or pharmacology adjustment midway through a mesocycle, and then I'll have to re-estimate or add a few reps, add 5 pounds. So don't be afraid to, reassess if you need to. It can be frustrating sometimes if you're like, oh, it's supposed to be a 0 RIR, but you just add more reps and make more progress. Hold on. And for those curious, a lot of people tend to think my RIR estimations are incorrect. That is what a 3 RIR looks like for me. I do get a little bit more velocity loss. I am able to grind out reps a little bit more than other people. May be due to, in part, my muscle fiber type, pharmacology, etc. But yeah, so 3 RIR for me tends to look a little bit harder than is perceived by me, and is perceived by and is indicated by my progressions week to week. I'm generally able to make progressions. I've done this for a long time now, and I will be able to add 3 reps or be able to progress every week on this movement, most likely. Here I'm doing a cable tricep pushdown, mile rep match, 10 to 15 reps here. This is a grip I was using back home. So here you'll notice essentially my elbows come up and back, but the way I facilitate this is I make sure the cable lines up with my torso. So I bend slightly forward, and I try to keep the cable in line with my torso, or as close to my torso as possible. And this naturally makes my elbows come up and back.
I love those C-bars, but I just think it's fun.
Right now I'm gonna match 12 reps, which might probably take 2 sets, I estimate here. As 12 reps is the amount of reps that I did on my first set. 8, 4 more. All right, I am doing a barbell tricep overhead extension. I have 10 to 15 reps here. You notice that I tuck my elbows toward each other as hard as I can. A lot of people, unfortunately, don't do this. And they say that extensions and skull crushers give them elbow pain. But if you tuck your elbows really close together, it biases the triceps more and allows you to use less external load, which stresses out your triceps less. Also, will drop my elbows down like this, allowing my triceps to get more stretch. If I came just behind my head, I would be stopped and I wouldn't be able to get, see this angle here would be the amount of tricep stretch I would get. If I drop my elbows, the angle becomes smaller and allows my tricep to get more stretch under load. So 10 to 15, grab 60. It's my estimation of what will allow me to do 10 to 15 reps here. All right, I have a lying incline lateral raise. I like forward facing. As I get a better SFR, laying face down, I tend to feel it more in the shortened position. This is a little bit more mid-range, so it's a little bit better. I'm doing, imagine 15 to 20 reps based on the weight Trevor programmed from my previous mesocycle. It's funny because Trevor will give me like a 3 count eccentric and like as an assigned tempo, and it's most of my movements I just naturally do with like a 3 count eccentric. You don't have to tell me twice. So I'm just laying on an incline and then kind of moving the dumbbell out to the side / the scapular plane. If I move it straight out, it feels a little awkward. So big chest here. (17) 30-second rest. So based on some recent interpretations of literature, short rest periods are less hypertrophic, meaning they cause less muscle growth. But this is in part due to decreased volume load. So if you rest less, you do less repetitions. So you do less volume load. So essentially, if you're doing intensity techniques, or do my set, you just know that I may need to do more reps or just more total sets to get the same amount of stimulus as if I did, say, 2 straight sets of lateral raises with normal rests. I may need to do 4 with shortened rests to get the same volume load and the same muscle growth stimulus. And intensity techniques serve their purpose. They shouldn't make up the bulk of your programming, but they allow you to, say, maybe get more approaches to failure in a shorter period of time, which may cause more effective reps. Also drive more metabolite accumulation, which may be hypertrophic in itself and may also stimulate the growth of more slow twitch muscle fibers. All right, guys, that is it for today at the Dragons Lair Gym. It's my first week, so you'll notice the volumes are a little bit lower. I feel good, got a good pump for once, and hopefully that will kind of stay up as the pharmacology increases. I am in a pretty steep deficit right now, about 1,000 to 1,500 depending on the day. If I'm not hungry, I don't take the calories, so some days I just am in a greater deficit. I am mindful of fatigue, but I really don't count the weight loss of the first mesocycle as much because a lot of it was water, a lot of it was glycogen storage, a lot of it was just due to the pharmacology being decreased. So from here on out, I'll be more mindful of fatigue. I'll be a little bit more mindful of the rate of loss as well. And that's kind of why I have a tentative plan to either compete in November or the beginning of 2024, just because, depending on how much body fat I have to lose to get in shape, depending on how I'm feeling, I may need to take a little bit of a break before doing that final push to get into contest preparation shape. So, but I document this contest preparation very well, as it will definitely be my best stage presentation by far. And I'm really excited to see it all come together and share that with you guys. So, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. If there's any particular workouts or topics you want to see me cover on the channel, please be sure to leave those in the comments down below. I'll catch you next time.